Hello, welcome back to our dandy home. Today is kind of a talking day. I just have some thoughts that has been going through my mind, and I kind of want to just talk about it. As soon as I start talking, my mind just goes blank, so we'll just jump right in. So I've been thinking lately about this modern age, modern world we live in, where we have everything so fast, so quick at our fingertips. Machines, dryers, dishwashers, even self-cleaning vacuum cleaners. I mean, back in the olden days, they'd take out their rugs and beat their rugs, and which in a way maybe we still do that, but even the new modern oven that's so quick wasn't fast enough. We had to make microwaves. And we have wonderful grocery stores where we can run to at the drop of a hat and get absolutely anything we'd ever want or need. But yet grocery stores aren't even fast enough now. We do pickup and we do delivery. So we just have all this extra time that no one ever had in history before this modern world came around. And they constantly had to be busy growing their own food, or making sure they were hunting, or they couldn't travel or drive anywhere. They had to just have a horse and buggy. And it's just that time where everything takes forever. Nowadays we can have a load of laundry going in the washing machine, a load of dishes going in the dishwasher, vacuum cleaner going. You can be listening to an audiobook, and then you can be bathing your child at the same time. All like 5 different things that is all being done at the exact same time. Yet I just feel like in this day and age, we don't necessarily get a lot more accomplished than anyone used to get accomplished back then. I mean, besides a few people, most of the time, now that the TV's invented, we just sit in front of the TV or on social media, or we just don't really get as much done as they even did, even though they didn't have any of the modern conveniences that we have nowadays. In seconds, you can know anything you want to know. If you just type it in on Google, if you can learn almost anything on YouTube that you'd ever want to learn. And people before never had those quick, instant. But yet, what are we really doing with all this knowledge that we possess nowadays? I just feel like we could be striving and doing so much with everything nowadays that we don't necessarily get done. For me, I love watching my shows. I love watching stuff, but I always try to have a craft or something going on while I'm listening, and then I'm always getting something done when that's going on. And recently I've been thinking too, if you just get a little bit done in a day, even if it was just a couple minutes on one thing, you just threw it in there real fast. I just did a little bit. I'm recently trying to learn how to crochet, so even if I just did a little bit of crocheting, that's what I want to start incorporating in my life. Then you've gotten just a little bit more. And over a year, if you were just doing a teeny little bit, even if that's all you had to put into something, you would be surprised how far you've gotten. Recently, I've been trying to, on the way to church on Sundays, that's the day my husband will usually drive. And so I realized I have that time to crochet on the way to church because my kids are strapped in the car seat, so I don't have to be holding anyone or helping any kid. I had that time to crochet. So recently, that's the only time I was actually crocheting. But I know I have time to squeeze it in other places if I really challenge myself. And then any other future craft project. Recently, I like to post a lot of used clothes on selling apps online like Mercari, Poshmark, Depop, pretty much any used items that I'm not using, I post. And when I'm getting the kids to bed at night, when I'm laying down with the kids, I'll usually post an item real quick before I fall asleep. And that's pretty much when that happens, or when that gets done. Otherwise, it doesn't really get done. And every day I like taking a list, and I'm just trying to think through things. Usually I like to write a list for myself for what to try to do that day. And for the most part, I never usually get it done. But recently, I've been really trying to really focus on that list. And then if not, and then I don't really focus on a lot other. If I could just get that list done, I'm super happy, because then you accomplish what you want. I'm really rambling. And even while I'm rambling, you could be doing something. I don't know. I just want to say, I feel like we have so much extra time nowadays in this modern age, where even if you have a job or you have kids, tiny little kids, I should say, you'd be surprised with how much goals you can achieve, how much further you can go. So anything you've ever wanted to learn or kind of do or be involved in, or maybe you should go figure out something to do or learn, you can achieve that easily nowadays, especially if you don't have a job or kids, which, I mean, wow, then you have unlimited time. But for some reason, I feel like a lot of times I am way more productive nowadays than I was when I didn't have a job or kids. I feel like I've gotten a lot more things done nowadays. I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel, and of course I wait till I have a little toddler to start a YouTube channel. Like, I'm thinking, are you crazy? Why did it take me that long when you could have been really focused on a YouTube channel before you had kids? So anything that you wish you could do, I just think, man, just do it now, and just go for it. Go! I guess that's the moral of my story. I could have just said go, and that's all I would have said, and then you would have gotten the gist.